Hello, hello. Welcome in ETS2 once again. So, I've taken a job from Graz to Zenica. As you can see, yes, very nice. And now, no, let's leave it like that. Yeah, okay. So, one thing I have done as well is downloaded a mod for a track I will be using. But to do that, I need, as you can see, these are logged. So that's actually, I was like, what? Absurd. But then I thought it's a good idea because we won't get the best one from the start, which is good. So this one costs 154,000. I will link the mod in the description. Um, or rather not the mod, but the website where you can download the mod. Don't worry, it's very easy. Where's my phone here? Anyway, so yes, but I need 154,000. I don't want to take too much of a loan, so I will get to 54,000. Although I would like to modify the track a little. So let's say 150, 160,000. Yes, and oh yeah, this I took by accident just a second ago. Bye bye. Bye bye. And new upgrades, nobody cares. Let's go. So as you can see, I'm using man. This is the man. Sorry, what's the man? Diagnostics, yes. Mantec X XXL. You can see all the parameters here. This is what the truck looks like on the inside. I know, most of you don't really care, but it's actually realistic. I need to turn my engine on. Oh wait, one thing. Yes, sorry, as you can see, I've changed it so that oh yeah, this doesn't really work on my... Okay. In any case, yeah, let's turn the lights on, but I want to be able to turn my engine and my electricity on separately. So, yeah, this is what the truck looks like. This one, oh, not this one, this one. This is what it looks like from the outside. And why do I have double trailer again? I don't know. Anyway, I'm holding garlic 18 tons. And I have my in-cab. Oh, no, I don't know. Oh well, then I guess we'll have to use this one. Just open my energizer real quick. And we are good to go. Okay. So yeah, these first couple of journeys won't be, couple of jobs won't be very exotic. We'll just be going to the regular places, just pro mods, not visiting any other map mods. But we'll see. Once we get the better truck, I may just, when I'll be able to afford a truck and a trailer, I might just go without a job somewhere. You know, just to, oh my god. Is there anything I could bind it to? Anyway, so. Is the game loud enough? I hope it is. Oh, we're getting to a... No, no! Okay, that's weird. I have this little... Actually, no, it doesn't matter. It's a little bit, it's a little bit broken, one part of my steering wheel. It was from the start, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like this. I guess not. But it was too much of a bother for me to... Yeah, whatever. Anyway. Maybe I will get a feel for it and then it will work fine eventually. Anyway. I constantly saying anyway as if I'm digressing from some main subject. No, that's not it. Oh, I didn't change the... What? It doesn't show me my speed? What are you... What are you on, guys? Oh no, it does show my speed. I'm just blind. Oh my god. I'm going 30, I can go 60. No, that's 30 is enough for now. It's 2 a.m. Tuesday. Hopefully it will get brighter soon. And also I have turned off collisions simulation, or rather the braking or the tickets. Sorry, that has a good name here. The gameplay settings. Yes, traffic offense. Because and as fatigue simulation, since that's also more annoying. Sometimes it forces you to sleep through the day, which I don't like because I want to see the views and all of that. But I turned off traffic offenses because it wasn't fun. It was more annoying than realistic, because say there is a speed limit that in the night appears like right in front of you, and it goes say from 70 to 30, and you have no time basically to adjust yourself. And if there is a police car somewhere in the area, you will get a ticket even though you were about to adjust yourself to the speed limit. And you know, such silly little things. Sometimes the traffic drives into you, and somehow your fault, you pay the ticket fine. So that's these stupid things. I don't like it, so I turned it off. Simple as that. Especially since I don't have infinite money here, like I do on my first save, on my original save. And no, I did not cheat it. I got to that point, but let's keep in mind that I have 2000 hours in the game. I may show this profile too once, but we'll see. It has my real name there, so I'll have to be careful about it. In any case, I don't like... It's not, you know, the mechanic is not good enough. So I just switched it off. Which is nice that they give you the option. Move my pedals a bit to the left because they're too much off center. Oh shit. Sorry about that. I don't want to pause the game constantly, so that's why I sometimes, you know, I'm doing something else while I'm driving, and you're like correcting the pedals there are down there, and you know, I'm looking off screen, and that's what happens. Like, yeah, that was just a showcase, just super clear. Sorry. St. Michael. Okay. By the way. Oh yes. That's where I am. Okay. Sometimes I'll be going. I'll be taking my glasses off, so I'll be basically blind more or less. I will just see the basic contours of everything, but that's because headphones and glasses don't go very well together, and in games like Valhalla there is something constantly going on, so there is something, I'm sorry, that constantly keeps my mind off of this, of reality, this fact that I have, you know, that my glasses aren't that much comfortable. But since this glasses and headphones are that comfortable, but since there isn't much going on in this game, I constantly do realize how uncomfortable this is. So just so you know, I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining to you why sometimes I may not see things quite well, or you know, just in case I will be doing some weird shit. So that now you have explanation why. as to why. An explanation as to why. $80 already? The button feels weird. I can go only 90? Oh, no, definitely not. Where is the speed limit? Automatic, heavy cargo, transmission type, steering. Track speed limiter, absolutely not. Rain sensor? Huh? That's cool. Advanced trailer coupling action? Yeah, why not? Automatic retarder, yes. Automatic brake, engine brake, yes. No, maybe not, because that's never mind. Automatic parking brake engage. No. Automatic drop-off liftable axis, yes. Air brake simulation. You know what? Oh, definitely this. Why didn't I check this? Anyway, I will turn the air brake simulation. Why not? It's a little bit annoying at times, but once we get our own track, I will get to it. I never actually did use it, like... Actually, I tried it out once, I didn't know how it worked, so I was pissed, I got pissed off and I turned it off. But then I on YouTube, I saw someone use it and along the way explain it, how it works. So now I know. And it keeps it realistic, and I like realistic, so... Realistic, right. R, soft R. And I like realistic, so why not? Yes. I should lower my arms. Wait. What's the word? Arm supports? No, that's not it. Wait, trucks go to the right. Yes. Up, yes. Was there a speed limit? I didn't... No. Yeah, it was 50, so that's good enough. Armrests! Ah! I should lower my armrests. More realistic this way. In a car you also don't have anything to put your... Not knee. Why am I forgetting words? What is going on? Not knee. Walkage. What's the word? Oh my god, it's completely lost. I need to Google this. I can't live with it. I cannot live with this without... Yeah. Walkie. I'm sorry. Elbow. God damn it. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I don't know why my English just... I guess I need to wake up a little. I should be able to put my elbow up on this one, right? Yeah, so I lift my left. I will lift my left armrest. Maybe I'll put it a little bit lower. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Yes, I like realism to that point. That's why I also care about graphics so much, and that's why this game is far from perfect for me. Also, for a long time I used to use this mod where it would like do asphalt patches and holes and then such, potholes and then and such in the road randomly. But this mod is outdated by now. I'm not sure if it would work. Actually, I will try and look for it, but I don't know why STS tends to go for as smooth a road as possible, because it's just stupid. No road looks like that. Just smooth all the way. Our entire journey will be smooth, unless some map modder will add not a smooth road. It's not going to be smooth. I'm sorry, it is going to be smooth. Like when we were going to Strzelce Krajowe in the previous episode. To Poland. There we could encounter these like realistic rectangular patches in the road. So I like that because it was realistic and you felt the bump, like boom, boom, right? Mm, I don't know why, but I do like it for whatever reason. Why are you going so slow? Oh, this is the glitch. I think, yeah, this is... Isn't this Kamaz? I think it is. Yeah, this is the Southern Region car. But sometimes it sadly appears outside of the region. Mm, it's this map mods glitch. But I don't mind it, you know. Uh, I should try and find some nice traffic mods because the regular traffic is just too dull. There is this Zenica traffic pack, right? I'm not so sure though about its currency. No, up to datency, so to speak. I'm not sure if it's up to date. That's what I mean. Wait, I'm sorry. So, oh, oof, I thought it's crashed. It's crashed. I thought it crashed. So, undiscovered roads are white, but you saw this was gray. Oh, right. This map isn't. It has to save on polygons probably because of some STS restrictions, and since there is so much of the map, it has to save on polygons heavily. Although I'm not sure if it's polygons in 2D, no? Oh, right. Reset to default. Oh, Higgins. It would be lovely to travel to some of the EAA parts, not gonna lie. Like Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia. Anyway, I'm just showing off. Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela, Suriname, Guyana, pardon, French Guyana, Suriname, Guyana, and Brazil. Yes, very nice. Sorry, I just had to. Oh, that's why all the because the borders and the borders are according to the rivers probably along the rivers. And here is just wow, it actually matches perfectly. Somehow either had a lot of fun with adjusting this map, or the EAA guy just is really good at dimensions. Although I'm sure I'm not. It's probably I don't know actually. EAA has been out for a very long time, so I'm assuming it's someone who just adjusted it. Since also you see the South America is right next to Portugal. So I guess yeah, someone had just fun adjusting the map to how the map mod is to the road connections. Road web. What are you doing? What are you fucking stupid or something? Did you see this shit? He just randomly fucking stopped. Why? There was no one there. You had 80 fucking... Oh, this is so stupid. You know, I would complain how STS cannot, after so many years, do good, well-working traffic, but I am using mods, so and I don't think I ever encountered something like this. I mean, they slowed down, but not stopped, or didn't slow down that much, or without any mods. So I'm assuming this is somewhat related, somehow related to one of the mods, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Now I'm gonna leave my armrests. After all, yeah. Nope, a little lower. A little bit higher. Perfect. Okay. I cannot wait for us to gain enough experience, not experience, to get enough money to buy. It's going to be 15, not this one, 15. Oh shit. It's going to be 15,000. I'm gonna have 35. I'm still gonna need another. It's gonna be 35, so it's another 25. To have 160. So yeah, let's hope I will get a lever after this one, and maybe I will get some good job that will get me that much money. I know he's gonna change the lane soon, so I'll just adjust already. I'm not gonna stay on this lane, of course. Trucks shouldn't drive on the left lane ever. Unless someone on the right lane is going so slow, they just have to overtake, because it's ridiculous, and they do use up a lot of fuel, so sometimes, you know, they have to. But don't worry, I'm back on this lane. I don't think it's the law requires to have headlights on during the day in Slovakia. I'm in No wait, I saw the Slovakia flag, but I don't think I'm in Slovakia now. That would make sense. Slovenia maybe, but not Slovakia. Yeah, exactly, Slovenia. But it was a Slovakian flag. Or I just didn't pay attention. I don't know. Oh, by the way, I'm going to Bosnia. I thought it's in Croatia. I didn't pay attention too much. Distance. Alright, how much this truck? So, they gave me some used up fucking truck. 62,000 kilometers. 62,500 kilometers already. On this truck. By the way, it has the exact same pattern as the previous one. Huh? I mean, I like the fact that it's yellow, but no, I'm just gonna turn it on just in case. Yeah, they have their lights. Oh, do they? Yeah, they have them on. It's more difficult to drive in lane from the second camera than it is from the first. Yeah, okay. I really did not think that through, did I? Obviously. Oh, and I turned off the road blockers, the little X's that show you where you cannot go. Because they're not realistic, you know. One thing also, I'm not sure. Maybe because on some map mods you have on some maps you have. I'm just gonna call them maps. How much fuel? Enough. Sometimes on those on some maps you have those roads that aren't on the map, but you can still drive on them through them. I'm sorry, and they are usually, you know, some scenic routes. But and you usually can tell because there are no road blockers there, even though they are not marked on the map. But you know what? I would rather. Yeah, I don't know. That's the dilemma I have. Sorry, I didn't come to any conclusion. I was just thinking along with saying the sentence. Yeah, this is the dilemma I have. So I'm not sure. Maybe when we will go to some particular maps, some particular regions where I know there are such roads. I just so we're clear, I don't know where exactly they are, but just so that I know more or less, just when I will know more or less that there are such roads on certain map, in certain region, then I might turn the road blockers back on, so that, you know, we might find some cool scenic route. But we shall see. We shall see. Just a thought, you know. That should be entering Croatia precisely. You can see the flag in the top right corner there. Yeah, why are you slowing down? And at the end of this, like you can go 80, 110 actually. We can go 80 along with the fall with my body in the front. Why does it show Hungary? What? What? Oh, because oh 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 I see. Oh, I see. I entered Hungary for a second there. That's why. But I didn't see any Slovenia-Hungary border anyway. I'm thinking too much. Overthinking this stuff. Oh, I had my cruise control on 90. Okay, I will clean my glasses really quick, I hope. Oh, very bad timing. Now my brake seems to be underpowered. Okay. Yeah, I'll turn it up a little bit after all. I had a feeling that I turned it down way too much. Braking intensity, yes. Let's keep it maybe at this. Let's keep it maybe like that. Anyone there? No. Not quite. Wait, didn't they add so that you can turn the cruise control on even when you're going below 30? I thought I thought it was in the 146 update. Or was it that you had to turn it on through Zero Experimento? So I thought maybe that you have to turn this on through the console. It is possible. There is no, there is no setting in the settings. There is no option to turn it on in the settings. You have to do it manually. As you can theoretically do everything through the console under tilde, but I should Google whether it's tilde in English or not, shouldn't I? Well, I think it is. In any case, yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. Oh no, yeah, I finished the thought. Never mind. Okay, my glasses are clean. We can go with no further interruptions. Oh shit. Hopefully, I don't want to put my head out through the window. I would like to lower it first before I do that. You know, keep things realistic as always. Ah, Jesus, the jagged edges. This is the new man, isn't it? No, it's not. Never mind. This is the old man. It's been in the game, I think. Either from the start. No, impossible. But from very early stage. Oh, you see, early. Oh, another word. R and L next to each other. I can't really handle them. Early, rarely is even worse. But yeah, early in the game, they added this one. If it wasn't from the start, of course. That's why it's so low quality. The jaggedy edges here. Jagged edges? Jagged, I think. In any case, you know what I mean. Should I go to the right lane? No, see these guys. I don't know. In some gates, I have to go to the right. The most right gate. But in some I do not. I don't know how it works anymore because there are no signs. I guess in real life there are, but I guess SCS couldn't be bothered to add them in. Then again, this isn't SCS anymore. This is Promods. They are going to add Slovenia, Croatia, and all of those in the next map DLC, West Balkans DLC. What in the fuck do you think you're doing? Did you see this moron? He almost drove into me. This is what I'm talking about, and I would get the fine, even though I shouldn't. If I hit him. And you know, money from my account would be reduced, or rather taken. And for now I am collecting money, of course, and it's in hundreds or even thousands of euros when it comes to those fines. I don't think it's realistic, or maybe it is, I don't know. But in any case, it certainly works with the game's economics. Even if it's not realistic, it's working with the game's economics. But then again, you don't get any points, so you cannot lose your driving license and such and such and such. Of course, that wouldn't be very... I'm sorry, that wouldn't make much sense. My stomach is trolling me. No, I think Man always had very bad brakes. From what I can remember, Man's always had bad brakes in comparison to other trucks in the game. Now, I'm not talking about in real life. I'm saying in the game, of course. I've never driven a truck in real life, nor will I probably ever for the good of Humanity. Definitely for the good of the um real quick, for the good of pedestrians, for the good of pedestrians and other drivers. I do want to have a driving license, but I guess in a truck I would kill people. Not on purpose, of course. Totally not on purpose. No, I'm kidding. No, not on purpose. But I don't think I would be a good driver, especially since oh no, in Europe they have manuals. Sorry, automatics, most of them in modern days. But I don't think I would be capable of driving an automatic. Okay, so he's letting me in for some reason. Because I would not be good at driving an manual because I have absolutely no multitasking ability, none whatsoever. As you can see, I can hardly talk and do anything else, not to mention and you know, I had my life of practice of talking and doing something else, not to mention when I'm supposed to do two things with my hands, for example. Then as long as it's not a repeating process, which I can learn, like, you know, this tapping your head and making circles with the other hand on your belly. It's quite a popular one. I think it was, at least in Poland, when I was in primary school, or at least for me it was. Anyway, in any case, yeah. Once you do it for a while, it's easy, but for a second, it's easy, but like, I don't know, say, I'm not giving you good examples or doing any good job in explaining all this, but say a good example would be riding a bike and using my phone. I can hardly do those. I can hardly turn my head to the left while walking without, you know, overcorrecting and turning to the right. Start turning to the right, because that does happen quite often for me. I don't know why, but when I turn my head to the left while walking, I will start, you know, my brain automatically starts overcompensating, because now that I'm looking to the left, I can't walk straight where I'm looking, so I have to go a bit to the right, but in reality I should just go straight still, right? But since my brain is like, oh, we're not going right where I'm looking, right where we're looking, we need to go a bit to the right. But that's an illusion, because body is still straight, my head is only turned. And I think you get the idea. I'm just starting to turn right, and I have to compensate that. Basically, I look like a moron. In any case, no, I keep saying in any case. There is no other case. That was the only thought on my mind. That wasn't a digression. Oh, or was it? Oh no. If it was, then I completely lost the thought, so it doesn't matter anyway. Matter. Matter. Anyway, matter. So, yeah. Wow, this is much longer than I thought. Longer than I thought it would be. Let's see where. Oh, actually, one thing they could have added, like when you're driving, why does this pause the game? They added it in the convoy mode when if you're driving, just an overlay appears on your screen, transparent mostly, and so you can still see and have them up on your screen while you're driving. Only when you stop fully is when okay, so we are almost there. Only when you stop fully, no, we're not almost, but you get the idea. We're close. Only when you stop fully, this kind of map appears. But it would be nice if they could at least added an option, so you know, so that you can choose whether the map, when you're driving, whether the map pauses the game or whether an overlay appears. Also, another thought: Iceland, Promotion Iceland, Promotion, you know, promotes Iceland is something. Oh shit! That's what I thought. Oh my god, how much over? This could have been such some nice place. Oh no. Shit. I cannot turn around anywhere. No. I mean I can, but there is no point, or is there? Because I could just go whoop, 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 or whoop, 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 and then go back. I need to put it in my mind. Is this shorter? Oh shit. So is this distance shorter than this distance? No, wait. Than this distance. No, it's definitely not shorter. Oh well. Okay, I guess the game would show me if it was shorter. Oh well, oh well. But yeah, Iceland. We are definitely going to Iceland because it's amazing. What promotes did with Iceland is just astounding. It's the best looking place in all of. It's just the best place to drive around. Best place to drive around in all of Promots. And I just love it. I know already some good and nice roads, so for your entertainment, even better. And it would be lovely. It's definitely not going to be one of the speed laps again. I wanted to say speed laps. No, it's definitely not going to be one of the time lapse Euro Truck Simulator videos. Although one like this would be a perfect time lapse video. But again, I don't know if I'm going to do time lapse videos because I like to talk. So far, I haven't had any moments where I wouldn't talk for too long, yeah, at least in my opinion. So I don't know, but yeah, it would be a bit problematic when it comes to, I don't know. I have more fun talking and playing instead of just playing. Especially if but I guess it's either listening to music and playing or talking and playing, and I think I prefer talking and playing actually, oddly enough. Yeah, because the game on its own can get quite boring, especially after this how many hours I have played already. So when I talk and play, I drive on autopilot and can focus on talking, so I don't really notice that the game doesn't really get boring because it's not on the foreground of my mind, of my thinking, of my focus. So yeah, after all, I don't think I'm going to do time lapses, or maybe some. We'll see. Definitely some will appear. That's for sure. But usually, I think I will make just videos like that. Nobody watches these anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But maybe at some point someone will. So it's mostly for me anyway now, and I guess whatever. Even if I will gain an audience at some point, it's still going to be mainly for me, from my perspective. I've come to like this, and now that I discovered that I can render and play at the same time, it's just there are no downsides, because the only downside is that I spend my entire time in front of my PC, right? And when I used to render, but I guess it had something to do with the fact that it was on HDD disk and not on. I'm going straight, yes? Yeah, so sometimes you see it's showing me to take this little side route, but I'm not going either right or left, so I guess the game does detect it as shortest, or it just wants you to stick to the right. I don't know. Anyway, I guess why it used to work so bad. They either upgraded DaVinci Resolve, because that's what I'm using. Wait, did I? I feel like I've either thought about talking about this, or I have already talked about this, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I can repeat myself. That's I think okay. Just in case I haven't said anything about it, I use DaVinci Resolve to edit my videos. It's amazing. I recommend it. Haven't used any other programs though, but I love this one enough to just stick with it. I have used to record on HDD. I'm sorry. So I had to edit from HDD, and when it was editing was difficult because I guess it has to load directly from the disk when I wanted to watch something or just change the mode from the. Anyway, most of you will not know what I'm talking about, so it doesn't matter. But I guess it had something to do with the fact that it has to load directly from HDD, right? And since HDDs are slow, it took more time. And it was when I used to finish editing, I would render it also on the HDD. So that may have caused lags on my entire system, or just I don't know. I don't really know why. The PC wasn't overheating. That's something I'm sure of. I really don't know what it could have been. Either the fact that I used to record on HDD and then render it on HDD as well, and the same one, what's even worse, or they just upgraded DaVinci Resolve. But I've never recorded on and rendered to the disk where my system is. So that's also, or where other games that I try to play were, and it would lag anyway. But now, sorry, I am recording on the. Now I'm recording on this disk that I have my system on, and it's an SSD M2. Only I am rendering on the HDD. But now when it's rendering, I don't see any performance drops, none whatsoever. Somehow I don't know how it's even possible, because not in Valhalla, not in Minecraft, which is odd because Minecraft has nothing to do with graphics, only processor, right? Only CPU is used when playing the game. Only if you have shaders, where is the only moment GPU kicks in when playing Minecraft is when you have shaders. Especially ray traced shaders like I do, but it's mostly CPU, and I didn't see any performance impact. Not even in Valhalla, which seems ridiculous to me. Because it used to be when I tried to play ETS while rendering, it showed that I have over 100 frames, but it was like tuk 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 tuk, extremely laggy. It's like I had a few frames per second, because it wasn't. But it showed more frames because it was not the CPU. It's what it's GPU that renders your screen. That's why your monitor is connected to the GPU. But I guess my CPU wasn't keeping up, I guess. So it was very laggy, impossible to play, even though it showed I had more frames, many frames per second. But now I didn't try to play ETS while rendering, but so if Valhalla works perfectly just fine, then I guess this would also work just fine. Then again, I just thought about it. Maybe Valhalla was showing me that I have just as many frames as I used to have without rendering, but the game could have actually worked in a little lower frame rate, because I wasn't. I just turned the game on, ran around for a second, and then turned it off. But yeah, maybe it was actually running in lower frame rate, or at least it seems so. Actually, it doesn't matter, because if I was to record and render at the same time, you don't see more than 60 frames anyway, because that's the highest frames per second I can record. That's A, and B, YouTube doesn't allow more than 60 frames per second, so that's also something. There is no point in recording more frames per second. So yeah. This may be so that, but yeah, I don't really mind if I'm rendering and if I'm gonna feel like there is at least 60 frames, or at least definitely 70, then I'm completely fine with this, because once I have 70 some frames, like above 80 for my eye is just enough. 80 frames per second is, I don't mind if it's the lowest, you know, I do notice the difference between 80 and 144, which is maximum for my monitor because I have 144 hertz monitor. I don't really notice, I mean I do notice it, but I don't mind it. When there is above, like up to 80, then I don't mind. When it goes like 70 something, I'm also fine with that one, but when it gets to below 70, like 60 something, 50 something, it's a little bit too low, not smooth enough for my eye, so I would just rather lower some settings to get to this 70-80 frames. Oh, and that's actually when there was for a while this rumor going around that humans cannot see above 20 something, 24 or 30 frames. 24 because movies are made in 24 frames. It used to be a limit because of something else I don't quite remember now, and they just stuck with it because people were used to it, and now even more so now you just stick with it. But some movies go for 48 frames, which looks absolutely amazing, but it's too smooth for some people, without motion blur at least. But yeah, that's why some TVs give you an option to turn it off or on or off. Dude, what the hell? I'm already on the roundabout. I have what? You should give me way. I don't know how to say it in first person. So, oh yeah, the rumor. It's not true. Of course, we can see a lot of frames per second. It's just some people can see the difference. Some people can see, some people cannot see. It depends on a person. It's not general for all humanity. It's just some people can see the difference between, say, 120 and 240, and some cannot. Some cannot even see the difference between 60 and 120. I do see the difference between... Actually, I don't know. I definitely do when using a 360 Hz screen. I never used it. I only had a little time to play around in a store. But I did notice a difference. It was huge. But I'm not sure if I would notice a difference between 240, for example, and 360 frames per second on a 360 Hz screen, of course. Oh, and by the way, fun fact, it doesn't, if you have, the amount of frames you can see on a given screen is limited to the amount of hertz the screen is capable of emitting. So if you have a 144 Hz monitor, you will not see more than 144 frames. That's it. That's the top limit. But if you have a 360 Hz monitor, then 360 frames per second is the limit. But then again, I definitely do not see the difference between 120 and 144 frames per second. That's just too low of a difference. Because the numbers are just so great by this point. But say 240 and probably 300 are also indistinguishable for my eye at least. I don't know, I'm just speculating here, but definitely 240 and 360 would be a difference that I would notice. At least that's what I'm thinking. That's not something I have experienced, but I definitely do see the 360 Hz difference between 240 and even more so between 144 Hz. Yeah, the difference. But, 144 Hz is the minimum for me when it comes to playing games. I cannot imagine now going back to 60 Hz. I cannot. It's too low. It's impossible. I tried changing it in the NVIDIA control panel, and it was awful. What the hell? I thought we are already there almost. Oh my god. We're not. But at least we got a nice little road. Anyway. I have tried changing it to 60 Hz and it was way too low. Way too low. I know I sound like a spoiled kid right now, but ever since I got the 144 Hz monitor, lower hertz is impossible. Lower frames, like 60 frames, I can abide with, but on a 144 Hz monitor, because believe it or not, 60 frames on a 60 Hz monitor and 144 Hz monitor, there is a difference between those two. It would seem that what the fuck? What is this thing made out of, the sidewalk? Anyway, it would seem like there wouldn't be any difference, right? It's 60 frames per second is the top limit for 60 Hertz, but it's still, you know, within the reach. But since 144 Hz monitor are capable of rendering more frames per second, 60 frames just looks better in either way. Yeah, it looks better anyhow. Anyway, what? No, wait. What's the word I was looking for? It just looks better. It looks better still. Sorry, that's what I wanted to say. 140 Hz monitor with 60 frames. 60 frames with 140 Hz. 140 Hz monitor looks still better than on regular 60 Hz. I did want to. I would like to, you know, get myself a higher Hertz monitor, but it's not as important for me as turning up the resolution. You know, between choosing between any kind of resolution jump and from 60 to 144 Hertz, I'm always gonna choose more Hertz, 4 Hertz, the Hertz difference. But when jumping from 144 Hertz to any more kind of Hertz and higher resolution, I'm always gonna choose higher resolution, because like 144 Hertz is the minimum, but then it's resolution that matters to me. Of course, I'm purely giving my opinion. I'm not saying objectively what is better. There is no objectivity in this, I think. This because it all depends on your on how, yeah, you know, on your body, on your eyes, however, on your brain, how much your brain and eye can see. I mean, of course, your brain will see it, but depends whether your brain can interpret it at such high frame rates or not. So you might not even be capable of seeing more than 144 frames or hertzes, or at least might seem a little bit more smoother, but not you know, definitely not as much of a difference than 1080p and 2K, because yeah, 2K is huge difference, not to mention 4K, but above that actually I don't from what I can remember, unless you're watching something like on a cinema sized screen, more than 4K doesn't matter, because you're not going to see the difference whatsoever in any way. It's just physically impossible for your eye to see the difference between 4K and 8K when it comes to a regular sized screen or even a TV. Or at least that's what I heard. I'm assuming that's true because I heard it on Linus Tech Tips. So, no, on Linus's channel. So that's like, if they say something, I can be this brainless cattle, just no, this mindless person just following whatever they say, believing in whatever they say, because I know they are the shit. So when they say something, when something is said on their channel, I know it to be true. They have proved it to us so many times that it's not stupid to believe whatever they say when it comes to technology, of course. They just know their shit. And they care about providing good info. They care about the reputation, of course, as a channel. Yeah. Once it's a reliable source, you don't have to double check everything. But first, you need to make sure it's a reliable source of information. Like the Bible isn't. It isn't a reliable source of information. Because most of the stuff described in there hasn't been confirmed. Most, I'm not sure. No, I shouldn't say most, because I haven't read it, so I don't know if most of it is descriptions of we know from history, like, you know, which parts of the war the Romans took, or whatever. I guess most of the stuff in Bible is just some, yeah, you know what, never mind. That's not a subject YouTube likes, so I'm just gonna change it. I don't want to kill the channel before it even has a chance to be something. But yeah, just saying Bible isn't a reliable source of information. You can of course disagree with me, but like a civilized person, please. And if you disagree with me on anything, you can start a discussion in the comments. I will certainly reply. And yeah, but just let's keep it civil, because I like such discussions. They always make you smarter. But yeah, as long as it's just civilized, using Russian, not Russian, using reason and logic and just logical thinking. Okay, so this job is done. It was 14 hours of in-game time, and I wasn't even late, even though I took a detour by mistake. Trailer maneuvering bombs. Ooh. Yes, I did get a level, so hopefully I will get something cooler now, something more valuable, high value cargo, for example. Seats. Oh no, wait. Yeah, it's 22%. This is 5 and 18, and this is 5 and 22. So I think it's a little bit worth. It's worth a little bit more to invest in this. And I would like to reset my jobs for now, so that this applies. This upgrade that I just acquired. So in order to do that, I should visit a truck dealer. Yes. No, not online. Visit. I want the in-game time to change, and I want yeah, in-game time to progress, so that my upgrade can take place. Yeah, so that the game takes notice of my upgrade, and, you know, give me jobs with this upgrade included already. And still, it doesn't really matter. Maybe no. I don't think did anything change, because I don't see any fragile cargo here. Maybe just none is acceptable, accessible. Okay, available. Jesus. Wow, it's 1 hour this episode. Only 1 hour. Yes, only 1 hour, so not enough for me to end this episode, of course. These jobs are for now way too short for me to do one per video. Ooh. Yeah, actually, funny, because this is almost as long as this one, and this one seems so much longer. But I'm not sure I want to do such a long haul. I would definitely like to do some expensive. Yeah, to save my time, maybe price per distance, so that I use my time as well as it's possible. Only 8,000, but it's again only 344 kilometers, and it's 24 euro per kilometer. So of course these are unrealistic, these prices, just so we're clear, but it works well with in-game economy, I think. Although they could be a little bit lower, because you do get your money very quickly for good truck and, you know, and such. But I don't think SCS really cares about it. They know most people just play it because it's a good truck simulator. They play it realistically. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So. Ej, weź tam, Boże. My rabbit is just insufferable. Or I could just try it one more time. Let's see if it even matters, because I now I did check actually, so we'll see if it makes a difference. Brno to Opole, nope, still the same, and still the same. So no time passes when I do this. Is there any way for me to change time? There is. So it's Tuesday. Okay. Slash, I believe it was G set time. Well, let's say 14. No. G set time 14. Yes, yes, I thought the game crashed. Ah, yes, but it's not gonna apply until I take a job, and canceling a job. Oh, I fucked up. Didn't. Oh no! Haha, you see? It worked. Perfect. And maybe now some fragile cargo? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Aha, so. But it doesn't matter anyway. It's not that. Fragile cargo isn't very worth that much. That's sad. Okay, so price per distance. This is the most expensive one. From Gorzów Wielkopolski to Kaunas in Lithuania. Subotica. Subnautica? That's in Serbia. I thought it's, yeah, I was wondering whether it's Serbia or Hungary still. So, yeah, this is 16,000 euro, but only 17.6 per kilometer. And yeah, I think it's just more worth it to go price per distance, because this is 21.4 per kilometer, and I go mostly through Poland. So that's even better, even a better deal for me. Yeah. Oh no, wait, I'm not finished yet. I need to adjust my seat, adjust a little. I definitely want to lower my field of vision, because I don't like it to be that high when it's that high. Yeah, that's okay. Again, I don't have anything in my cabin. I have to use this overlay GPS, which is sad, but okay. Oh, but okay. Where's my rabbit? What are you doing? It's dark in the room. Oh, she's here. Okay, never mind. She's on the bed, just eating herself. No, I'm kidding. Washing herself. Yes. Gorzów Wielkopolski. That would be faster, but I mean shorter way, but it wouldn't be faster probably. But it would be a nice route, so yeah, why not? Yeah, it's going to be a nice scenic route. At least for me, I will like it. So if you want, sorry, but I do prefer it. Anyway, so wait, there wasn't there? I will remember. Oh, there is the port. Yes. Okay. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It's Novograd. Seriously, this is still Novograd. Novogard. Novogard. Apparently so. What am I going? They're delivering tractors 11 tons. Ooh, tractors. Let's see. And again, you see the same fucking. This EAA symbol. Is it on every goddamn truck? Yes, almost every truck. It's annoying. I don't like it. I mean, I like the fact that it's yellow, because I like yellow, but come on. I don't like the EAA mark there. I'm in Poland, sorry, in Europe. Oh well. Huh. What was that? Huh, I didn't, it looks like he has eyebrows, like it has eyebrows, you see? These these thingies. Interesting, I didn't know you can even add them. Is it maybe like the EAA edition or something? Because it looks very odd. Especially this black thing here also. I don't think these tracks can be modified, can they? Well, anyway, except for the paint job, of course. I mean, not in base game, but at least in mods. Like you can see here, EAA changed the paint job, but I think only the paint job. Oh shit! I removed this. Where am I going? There is the exit. I didn't know where the exit was. Oh, it's this prefab. Yeah, I somehow I didn't know. Right. Where am I even right now? Because I'm in Graz. Yes. No, in Brno. Brno. I mean Brno. Brno. Yes, Brno, and somewhere I wasn't just yet. It's not a discovered road, so good. I'm not gonna repeat myself. Not repeat. I'm not gonna retrack, which is very nice. They are nice. From Barcelona, I see I can go to. Oh, stop somewhere along the way. Oh, there it is. I think it's the same one. Yes, it is. No, it goes further still. Road to Asia. Yes, this is the road to. Wait, because I'm gonna lose it soon. Yes, where does... Oh, to this one. I can go from Barcelona to China. Wait, you want to tell me the only way to get here is through China? What? It's so weird. But okay, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I would like to visit this part very much, actually. I remember there was this Indonesia map. It was somewhere here, somewhere at the bottom. But it wasn't a very good map, I think. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Wasting too much time. This is, keep in mind, this is official SCS map, and this is the blend that they went for. Just a regular ramp. I can't say it looks good. This is G-Traffic 1, the basic traffic setting, the first one, and there is still a lot of traffic at the moment, so it's interesting. My god, I'm dreaming about some track air or something, but at least free track, something well, actually free track I could go for, but no, it's not smooth enough, not good enough. But I would like to have track air because 1000 złotych, but it's the thing that allows you to move the in-game camera with your head, the movement of your head. It's just absolutely amazing. And I would love to have it, but it's very pricey for me. For other Europeans, I guess it's not. By other, I mean more to the west. You guys using Euro. All of Euro using guys. Euro users. I guess it's not that pricey for them. Certainly is for me, and for, I guess, most Polish people. Especially since it's not something most Polish people would even consider. But I definitely do consider it. Okay, so there is no retarder I see in this track. Because when I'm going 5 above the cruise control speed, the automatic retarder should kick in when going 5 above the cruise control speed. But if a track doesn't have a retarder, yeah, you see I'm pressing it and it just isn't there. Did you see this? I guess they didn't adjust it, and when she went on the sidewalk, on the step of the sidewalk, wait, krawężnik is curb, on the curb, and when she went on the curb, she just stuck to it and went 90 degrees up and then quickly to normal. Quite funny, not gonna lie. Definitely interesting. Actually, something very interesting is that when I always see these compilations on like YouTube or TikTok where people having lots of glitches, even in the games I have played, and I haven't encountered any sorts of glitches in those games, like almost, definitely not as wild as those. But ever since I started recording, this boat glitch in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, absolutely ridiculous. I'm like, what even? How? You know, sometimes you can follow the logic. Sometimes you can somehow figure it out. Maybe you, at least you can get an idea how it came to be. But that was, you know, it wasn't just a regular boat. It was different. It was like a customized boat, you know. And I think even with customizable parts that I do not even have, that's what was weird about it. And even more weirdly, there were 3 of them. Even more weirdly is that I couldn't use them. So that means that the game probably stores a few boats under the map somewhere out of your sight, um, in case you wanted to, I guess maybe to load some assets. I don't know. Maybe that's the game. That's the way they keep it confirmed. Whether you cheated an item or whether you actually do have it, because when you purchase it, you would like to move it to the next save. So maybe the way they do it is, instead of, because you already have it on your disk, but when you purchase it, maybe so that the game spawns another boat under the map, and then with this set, if whether you purchase it or not, and then it changes some values in the game code, and that's how the game knows you actually have it. I don't know. That's just a theory. And maybe those boats spawned a bit too high on the. Oh shit! I wasn't keeping attention to the speed limit, paying attention to the speed limit. Maybe the game spawned those boats on much larger y parameter than they were supposed to spawn, and that's where the glitch came from. I don't know. That's just an idea. But it was a very interesting glitch, by far the wildest glitch I ever encountered in a game. I'm not counting disappearing map, because that may look wild, but it's not actually that wild. And it's quite common, and a lot of games share it, so, you know, again, not so special as well. But ever since I started, like, this pedestrian glitch, I never had it. Only now that I started recording, so I guess that's good, right? at least something entertaining is going on, since I imagine my commentary isn't that entertaining. Sorry. Yeah. So at least those games keep all of you guys entertained. Those masochists that actually watch these videos, or rather, I know nobody watches them now, but maybe someone will in the future. And we get to as basic as CS map. As you can see, it looks very bad, looks very old. That's what all of the entire map looks like this. If you wanted to know. And now it's a newer road. You could see the connection back there. Transition, there was no transition. It was just, oh yeah, and back to the old road. You see the way the game looks now. This is what all of the game looked like back in the day. The entire game looked like this. Even Going East DLC. Only Scandinavia DLC brought in new quality to the map. And then each next map DLC was of higher and higher quality, and then they started with the reworks of Germany rework, now the Austria rework. One thing though, they said in the starting screen there was something like Frankfurt am Main rework, but it is already reworked, as you can see. Oh, and some EAA Valenwy. Frankfurt was already reworked, and in the main screen, when you turn the game on, you see these news, so to speak, on the bottom of the screen. DLC, newest DLCs, and generally some development updates, basically some updates, which as SCS posts on the left there, on the bottom left, and one of those slides said Frankfurt rework, Frankfurt am Main rework, which is odd because it was already reworked, right? So what do they not like it, or do they want to rework it further, or like add some stuff, or do they want to swap it up completely because they don't like the way it was reworked? I don't know. Tough to say. But I always appreciate it. If they're going to improve it even further because they didn't like the way it looks now, I can definitely respect that. Means they care about quality because they spent time on already improving it, but they're going to spend even more time on completely improving, completely doing, on improving it even further. Even though they theoretically don't have to, they could just move on to other parts of the map. But if they will, focus on revamping this city, then it means they actually care. I mean, obviously, it will be just another proof, one of many proofs that SCS cares about the game and about the community. It seems that only the sound development team, sound design, generally everything sound related in SCS Studio, those people don't seem to care about users at all, because the sound in this game is... They added shit like, different sounds. They were bragging about it in one of their videos, in one of the changelog videos, where during the night there are different sounds in Spain. I remember, probably they added it to lots of different areas as well, but the video showed Spain in particular, or Portugal, generally the Iberia DLC, and they showed that in the night there are different sounds in the world than during the day. Which, why? Since we won't hear them anyway. I'm sure now we could hear them, but most people don't care. And that's A. And B, why do focus on this, since it seems like, quite a lot of trouble to go for, quite a lot of trouble to go to, if they should focus on the truck sounds, especially the engine sounds, because those are just, I don't know, sad. Oh, you can learn the emblems of the województwas, I guess. I don't know. I'm not gonna say W pronounce. I'm not gonna pronounce W as W in English. I'm just gonna read stuff in Polish since I can, because it just sounds atrocious. But yeah, I don't know the województwa flags, the emblems. I'd be nice to, because hello, I live here. The only I know only Polish flag, sorry, not Polish flag. I mean, yes, of course, Polish flag, but generally the Polish emblem, the Warsaw flag, because it also has a flag, and I think it was Wrocław, Wrocław. I guess in English it's Wrocław, something like this. A city in Poland, and also has a peculiar flag. Or maybe it's yeah, I don't even know. Which I should definitely. Okay, so you know what? I hope this will be some improved parts of Poland. But for now, we've been through Czechia, which is untouched. At least the part of Czechia that was untouched by any map modder's hand. And now we are in the part of Poland that is also untouched by any map modder hand. Even SCS hand. For a very long time at the very least. And finally we get something modified. This road isn't the original road, I believe. Oh, maybe no. Maybe it is one of the original roads. It's tough to say because of the new lightning. Ever since they added new lighting to this game, sorry, lighting, not lightning, lighting system. It's tough to the track in the background glitch there. A little, the trailer, I mean. No, I think this kind of road was in the game before. Never mind. I talk about realism and then I take the game apart from technological point of view, which I know may break the immersion for a lot of you guys. But then again, you might have a lot of other YouTubers that keep the immersion up. I like the game to be realistic, but I like to talk about the technical point of view, technical point of, no wait. Point of things? Technical point of things? Technical side of things, yes. I like to talk about the technical side of things. Oh shit. So I guess that's just... If you don't like it, then my videos are not for you. But again, nobody is watching these so far, so... I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, my headlights are on, huh? Interesting, I still can't see shit. My fuel is... I have more than enough of fuel. Come on, when are we going to reach some modified parts of Poland? My god, sadly I think all of... Does this road transition E65 to number 3? Or is there some kind of turn which is just too simplified because of the amount of roads I have? I don't know. I hope they didn't skip some kind of... No, this road is already called 3s and has... I don't understand. Sometimes there are two markings on a road and it's either... Yeah, like you see this, here on the TripAdvisor, we see this little number 3, which would suggest that this is road number 3. But then we have E65, and then again 3. So does the road change for a second? I don't know. I don't understand. S3. Well, definitely this is where some modified road starts. I just hope it will somewhere earlier on. Okay, so one thing, I just said this is already modified. Yes, of course, because this city isn't in the game. This definitely isn't. So I'm right in between any kind of modified parts of the game and driving on the regular or original SCS route. I guess maybe it's not so bad. At least we get to see the difference between what the game looked like back then and what the game looks like now. Again, it doesn't really look that bad, does it? I mean, the whole game isn't beautiful graphically. I don't mean that. I'm not talking about graphics right now. I mean the quality of environment. And the accuracy. Of what it actually looks like. This is just not up to today's standards, definitely. That's why they are, reworking the map. But before they get to Poland, oh my god, it's going to take such a long time. Because the original map, they're going to rework the original map first, then they will take the DLCs under work. And the original map consists of Germany, which has been entirely reworked by now. But like I said, they are coming back to Frankfurt for whatever reason. I guess, or maybe they do say why. I will have to check it later on because I just saw the headline. I didn't check the actual post. Anyway, Austria, Switzerland. They are reworking Switzerland now. Austria, they have reworked already. Pieces, some of the French cities they have already reworked as well. Now just Luxembourg, Belgium and Netherlands is what needs to be reworked, and England. Also, England is probably going to be rescaled because it's in the wrong scale, not as the rest of the game. I think so. I'm not sure, but that's it. Definitely used to be, but I don't think they changed it. I don't think the England changed at all since the game released. So I believe it's in the wrong scale. Either way, the quality of England is so bad that doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's just a fun fact. They're going to rework England, and only then will they get to oh, I think. Wait, I don't remember. Is Czechia and is Czechia at least part of Czechia? I think Prague is in the original game, so they may just focus. No, I guess because there are 3 Polish cities in the base game with no map DLCs, and which are Wrocław. This is the city I was talking about. Wrocław. It's Wrocław, I believe. Poznań and Szczecin. They are reworked in the mods, but originally in the game there are these 3 cities, Polish cities, and I believe Prague also is in the base game, but I'm not sure. It may be that it's only in the DLC, but I think it is in the base game. So they are either going to rework Prague, Wrocław, Poznań, Szczecin before they get to the entire Going East DLC, or they will get to it when they will get to the rest of when they will take care of everything else, and then they will get to Going East DLC, because it is part of the Going East DLC cities, or maybe the entire Czechia is in the game. I'm not sure, but they will definitely get. Yeah, like I said, I'm wondering how they will choose to do it. But a huge base of community, huge chunk of the community is from Poland, the ETS2 community. So maybe they will take note of that, and they will focus at least on the base game city, Polish cities first, before or at least at the same time as, say, England or Belgium or Netherlands. But I would definitely love to see rework Netherlands. Oh, Rotterdam or Amsterdam, definitely. Maybe some new cities they would add. That would also be lovely. But I doubt that. Although, who knows? But I have family living in Netherlands. I have been there. It's a beautiful country. I love it. As much as I hate the language. Not as much as German though, but I still don't like it. But I certainly love the sights. Netherlands is beautiful, and it would be lovely for if SCS reworked it as soon as possible though. Yeah, without a though, as soon as possible. Though, like I said, I would like Poland to be reworked as soon as possible as well. But that's what I would like. Sadly, I think from a logical point of view, they are of course first going to focus on Luxembourg, Belgium and Netherlands, then England, and only then Poland. But like I said, I'm wondering first just the base game cities, or just all of the Going East DLC countries all at once, because even if parts of the countries are in the base game, I think it will be more logical to take care of it when they will take care of the entire DLC, because it's the first DLC in the game, and this was the DLC that had the exact same quality as the rest of the map. Scandinavia was the first map DLC that actually brought new quality, different kind of quality and better quality into the map, along with each next map DLC. But they did rework French cities from the base game. I think all of them, or most of them. But I'm not sure if it's definite or it's if it's a definitive rework, because they look basically nothing changed, only some graphical changes, you know, some quality changes, but the road layout, I don't think it changed much or at all. Although maybe it did, I'm not sure. Like Strasbourg, yeah. If it's reworked, yeah, it is reworked. You can see this isn't the best game. Those kind of road connections weren't there. Neither was this. So still, I don't know. Maybe they will rework it further on later. Rework it further later on, but they definitely changed Calais like this a lot. But it's maybe because I think it's probably because of how popular Calais is on Trackers MP. Yeah, I like. I don't like driving on highways in this game because they are usually very boring. But if I'm to drive on highways, nighttime is the perfect time for me because you still can see quite a lot, and I just like the vibe of the lanterns lighting the road. Now you can see it's a highway, but there is no lights because it's and these lights aren't in the base game, so you're getting on a modified part of the modified part of Poland, modded part of Poland. Yeah, but highways are. If I'm to drive on a highway, it would be at night in the game because it has this nice vibe to me. I really like the vibe it gives. Vibe. I don't like this word, but there isn't really any other word. This climate. I don't know. No, it doesn't make sense in English. I don't know what word to use in English instead of vibe, but yeah, that is what I mean. So I guess vibe will have to do. Sorry, I will quickly check if it's still recording because I did delete quite a lot of. Oh, it's been only 14 minutes. No, I still have 128 gigabytes. Never mind. I was afraid, you know, I deleted quite a lot of. Oh shit, I'm going too fast. Sorry. I deleted a lot of gigabytes along with the video by deleting the videos, original videos, source videos from the ones I rendered already, because I don't need to have both of them. Once I have the rendered video, it's I don't need the original video, and it's much larger in size. But I was afraid maybe I did record a couple of things already, so I wasn't sure if I have enough disk space, you know, for this video. But no, I have a lot of disk space. I don't have to worry about it in this video. I can make it even 8 hours long if I wanted to. Oh no, wait, could I? No, maybe not. Maybe not 8 hours long, but yeah, I could make it long. Definitely as long as I would like them to get on YouTube, on my channel, yeah. Gorzów Wielkopolski. I really liked the way they made it on Poland Rebuilding, because there was train tracks in the middle of the road which you could drive on. I really liked that idea. Sadly they removed it, they changed it. Even in Poland Rebuilding, so there is no Gorzów Wielkopolski. No more there is no more the Gorzów Wielkopolski, the one that I loved. Because I would always start in Warsaw on those big map DLCs, and I would always, first thing I would do is take some job that takes me either to or through, more likely, Gorzów Wielkopolski. Yeah. Oh shit, it's a roundabout. Oh, god damn it. Yeah. I don't like these roundabouts in this game because they are super unrealistically tiny. especially the ones in the cities, because the ones outside the cities, yeah, I can buy that. I can buy that they are tiny. But, huh? What? I thought I just marked a random road, and I happened to by accident mark precisely the garage. Oh no, I marked the garage, and here we have some truck dealer to discover. Oh well, doesn't matter. I'm still gonna use the mod truck, so yeah. So it doesn't matter. Never mind then. It's all right. Still recording. I didn't pause. I didn't pause. Very well. Very nice. Very nice. And yes, I do. I am going to use cruise control in even in cities or in some other roads, on some other roads, some other places that maybe I shouldn't use cruise control, but I don't like manually adjusting my speed. You know, keeping it between like around 55, 50. It would require too much of my attention. It's too precise for me to just, yeah, I just prefer using cruise control. For most of my, for I think 1,900 hours, I would use I would use my mouse to as a control for the steering wheel. So I would control the steering wheel with my mouse. And it was one of the best. I've gotten so good at it at some point, but it was one of the best ways to play. Like, I tried the controller, nowhere near as precise, as fun, as easy, you know, as pleasant. Steering wheel, I was also, because of that, I was disappointed by how the steering wheel feels, because it was so different that I was playing just bad. I was bad at the game all of a sudden. And I've gotten used to being good. I know it seems like, what? How can you get good at TTS? But yeah, you can. I've gotten so good at it, and then I all of a sudden was very bad, and it was not pleasant. But now that I've gotten used to the steering wheel, it just feels amazing. If you can afford it, guys, I would really recommend, and you love this game, I would recommend buying a steering wheel, but not any steering wheel, although any steering wheel, or at least, yeah, no, not any steering wheel. Me personally, I don't know how about you, maybe it won't matter for you that much as it does for me, but I would definitely not recommend buying anything else than, anything less, sorry, than one of the better ones like Logitech G27 and G29 steering wheels. These are, because these are the cheapest of the, you know, you have all of the cheaper ones that are like low quality. These are the low quality ones, not the lowest, but these are the more budget steering wheels, you know. They're just they are the cheapest versions from the good stuff, and I think Logitech's G27 and G29 are the standard for steering wheels, and then you have the very good quality steering wheels that cost a lot of money, like Fanatec and what was it, something Thruster? G-Thruster? No. Something with thrust. Mask thrust? No. Wait. Yeah, something like this. You have the best quality ones, but me personally, if you like to keep your standards high, even if you cannot afford it, which is me most of the time, if you don't mind, if you don't mind playing on lower quality stuff, then go right ahead and buy lower quality steering wheel. That's, that's all right. It's not anything, I'm not right now trying to be discriminative or insult you or anything. But if you don't, if you like, if you keep your standards of quality pretty high, then I would recommend at the very least G27, G29. I can definitely recommend from personal experience G29. But of course, if you can afford it, buy a better one. That's I think there are no downsides. I think Fanatec. I know some reliable source from a reliable source. One Polish YouTuber that has used a lot of steering wheels, and you know he has a lot of experience, and he's been through he's been through it all when it comes to steering wheels. So when he says Fanatec is amazing and it's worth the price, I'm just gonna trust whatever he's saying. I'm gonna assume he's a reliable source. I mean, assuming he's a reliable source, I'm going to believe what he's saying. So keep in mind that not from a personal experience, but I can recommend recommend Fanatec. But yeah, like I said, these are the more expensive ones. Actually, I think one of the most expensive ones. If you would like some budget steering wheel, I have no experience with them, I did no research on them, so I sadly cannot recommend any to you. The lowest quality I can recommend is G29 from personal experience, and if you want to go a little bit lower when it comes to the price, you can go with G27. Keep in mind that there is a reason why G29 is yeah, no, sorry, just keep in mind that G29 is much better than G27. G27 is not quite there yet, you know. Because it was, yeah, it was when it released, it was great, but it just, you know, old now. Outlived its times, its years of being a high quality steering wheel. Now it's just a standard quality, so to speak, if not low quality. Are you seriously letting me go? When will SCS finally learn how to write good traffic? And yes, I'm saying write because that's basically write the traffic. Program it. When you program it, you basically just write commands and such. God damn it! What am I doing? What am I doing? I can't see much, you know. I haven't tested this modded track, so I hope the game won't crash or anything. Okay, I also try to not damage the cargo at all, because I also try to drive very, very carefully, because I really want to get this truck as soon as possible. Even if to upgrade it later on, just to have it already. Oh, interesting, okay. Ruch wahadłowy, how do you say it? Swinging motion? No, that's definitely not it. Is it green? No. Drogowy ruch wahadłowy. Road traffic. Aha. Okay, so I don't know what it's called. If you know and you are somehow watching this, then you can let me know in the comments. Because I would like to know what this kind of traffic aberration is called. When you have to wait, when both sides are using the same lane, and you have to and you have just traffic lights there, and yeah, this kind of situation. What it's called? I know it's called in Polish, but I don't know what it's called. What it's called in English, and I would really like to. And translator doesn't really help me. I could search around on YouTube, but I don't care that much. I will forget after the video, and I don't want to do it during the video. I could pause the video. Oh my god. No, that's too much bother. That's too much. Too much bother. Too much of a bother. So yeah, let's just keep going. Koniec objazdu. Okay. The end of detour. Of a detour. Of the detour, I don't know. 61 kilometers. How much fuel do I have? I have 125 kilometers of fuel left. Okay, 124. Okay, 120 in general, including the fuel I will spend on speeding up. Yeah, so that's by far enough to get to my destination. I will let owner of the truck worry about how to how to get it, how to get the fuel with so little in the tank left. Oh, I can go 80 here. What? How come? I didn't know there are such roads in Poland. Exactly. 70. Yeah, on the country roads you can go only 70 in Poland. Like in most of Europe. Although in Germany it's 60, believe it or not. Even though their highways are, some of their highways don't have a speed limit. Their country roads have a speed limit of 60. Haha, yeah, I know, right? It's ridiculous. I mean, at least trucks have 60. I'm not sure about other cars, but I'm pretty sure other cars also have 60. Or maybe 70, I don't know. Trucks have 60. And I do know it from this game only, so that's why I'm not sure about regular cars. I know in France it's 80. No, I mean not all of it, of course, but definitely most of it. I think it's like general rule with exceptions. Okay, great. So you get the base speed limit, which is 70, and then all of a sudden slow down to 60 for whatever reason. Okay, fine, fine. No retarder, so I have to slow down manually. It looks like I'm going downhill, and yet I'm slowing down. I guess I was going straight on an even surface, and now I'm going up the hill, uphill. That was a very tiny arch. Should have taken much more of an arch, a much larger arch, much larger arch. Yeah, I should definitely have done that. Oh, 60 only. Oh, I still go on 50. I'm still going on 50, so I guess it's fine. I don't like this man because if not for the overlay, I wouldn't even know how fast I'm going right now. As you see, it shows me only the cruise control current speed, current cruise control speed, but it doesn't show me my overall current speed, my general current speed. So that's I don't like that. I like to see because it's precise to you know. I can see precisely if it's 67 or 69, right, or 68 on the oh my god, these sounds on the dashboard. It's not very precise, these clocks. They aren't too precise, you know. Okay, some nice Polish village. I hope I didn't hit anything there. I think I did. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I will readjust. I need to sit I need to sit in a very particular way. I mean, you know, just regularly. No. I need to adjust, you know, position myself correctly on the chair. I can just sit randomly. in whatever way. I'm sorry, I just have to use the second camera to... Okay, I have an idea. Where is the gear here? Okay, let's see if I'm not gonna hit anything there. No, I am not. Okay. Okay. It's nice, going well so far. Should position myself like that, I believe. Yes, exactly. You know what? I am going to use the second camera. I mean, third TPP. Third person camera. If you're wondering why it's called a third person camera and not a second person camera, it's because if it was a second person camera, say we would have a position from someone sitting, for example, in this combine harvester. No, what is it called? What is it called? Combine harvester. Yes, in this combine harvester. That would be a second person camera. First person, of course, our perspective. Second person is this person. I don't know. It's tough to explain, but for like, give an example, someone in this combine harvester sitting in this combine harvester. So from their position, if we had a camera from their position, that would be second person camera. But floating around is third person camera. You can there are videos on YouTube on this matter, so if you care, you can Google around, or more precisely, YouTube around. Okay, nice. Show results now. Okay, okie dokie. Long distance. Yeah, I guess I should focus on long distance right now. 150,000. I need 154. Or I could just, save some time and go for 100. Oh, I can already get 400,000. Had I only known. Oh, because I wanted to go, if anything, this and then this, right? 110, not more than. Yeah, 400 is too much, but I think I will take these two loans. Yes and yes. Okay, so now I have enough money. And you know what? I will save making of the making, or rather customizing of our first track for the next video. So yeah, just a summary. In this video we've made 2 trips from Graz to Zenica, or Zenica, or whatever, and from Brno to Dziwnówek. Yes. So it was Novogard, like I thought. It was too far away. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you did. Leave a comment down below if you say didn't like the video. You can tell me why. I will definitely try to improve. If you want to see more of my content, I would really appreciate you subscribing. And yeah, I will see you in the next one, and bye bye.